Shout out to this sister here. If you guys are not familiar with this face, this is the woman who rolled up on a blank supremacist and was like, if you don't apologize for the anti FBA things you said to me, I am going to show your wife your, what was it? It wasn't a Tinder account, it was a grinder account. And if you know what grinder is, if you know, you know. If you don't, look it up because I'm not gonna say. Anyhow, check her out. Brilliant sister. Obviously, if she's gonna, just use someone's comment to go on ahead and go to their account, find their VPN number, IP address, and pull up and drive hours out of the way to be like, hey, so what you said to me. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it because 2026 is the year of the internet is a real place. It's no longer make believe. People can reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. And she did.
The reason Deante Cow is getting the backlash he has received is because he is not acknowledging the nuances when it comes to FBAs. FBA stands for Foundational Black American. That's just an acronym. It is a moniker. It is a way to identify. It is not an organization. So number one, he misrepresented the definition of being an FBA. Foundational Black Americans.
And can I just say, I know I'm interrupting the sister. Can I just say, I have said this in Deante Kyle's comment section. I've said this a number of times, and I've seen other people say this to him a number of times that it's just an ethnonym. It's a moniker. It's a name for a group of people. It is not an organization. And he's like, well, y'all need to work on your PR because your PR ain't ish. And I'm like, okay, well, you've been told by several people, but still, you talk about FBA like it's CIA, like it's IRS, like it's insert organization, like it's FBI. It's not.
Include the extreme FBAs, moderate FBAs, people who identify as Solon, as well as Pan Africans. We are all foundational Black Americans. Now, within the Pan African, there are some Black immigrants, okay, that are a part of that group as well. Those are the immigrants who come over and actually assimilate. Then you got the Black, the what I call model Black immigrants who are here in America. They don't necessarily assimilate with Black Americans, but they're not against Black Americans either. They're not interrupting with our issues. Then you got your Black tethers over here, your Jesse Woos, your Akons, your Kai Cenats, your Busta
Mm-hmm.
Rhymes. The people who out
Mm-hmm.
loud tell you, hey, we're only assimilating with y'all culture so we could get what we need to get out of it and then move on to whatever we're moving on
Right.
to. Okay. Those are the tethers. They're only here for socioeconomic advantages. They do not care at all about moving FBAs forward. On this side, you have FBAs, okay? You got your extremes, okay? You got your people that's in the middle. Now, how do you know the difference between an extreme FBA and just a general FBA or what I call a moderate FBA? FBA extremists say, y'all got to get up out of here. That's why they signed with Trump, voting for Trump, why they sound like MAGA, because they're going to use the white man.
No, I thought while she was talking, honey. I thought, honey, that I was gonna be a moderate. I was like, yeah, I'm a moderate. But the way I want these people up out of here, the way I want denaturalization to happen, the way I want that little that caveat when it comes to good character, right? And good character could mean anything. Shout out to Brother Daniel for teaching me that. Good character could mean anything when it comes to the denaturalization. Good moral character. And so, for the people who are constantly speaking down on, talking down on Indigenous Black Americans, I want you out of here. I want you off my land. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, the intangible soul and the soles of my feet. Good Lord, I out. And so I thought for sure I was going to be moderate, but she was like, yeah, those are the ones who want you out of here. I was like, ah, call me out then, sis. I mean, I'll hear her out. It's been a while since I listened to this. I uploaded this while I was on my break. So I'm just listening to it for the first time in a long time along with you now.
To get rid of y'all, get y'all up out of here. They see it as a ploy and as a tool, not because they are a traitor to
Mhm.
Black America. not because they have falling susceptible to white supremacy. No, they see it as a tool to get y'all up out of here. The same way the white
If my enemy, listen, I'll never be a person who says the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Because clearly they're beefing because they're both trash. But if my enemy wants to get rid of my enemy, my other enemy, and I'm surrounded by enemies on all sides, the way I'm gonna let them do that, the way I'm gonna let them do that, I would rather have to fight Dwight Mann, DWIGHTMANN. I'd rather fight Dwight Mann than have to fight him, red, yellow, green, orange, purple, like all these different people groups. I'd rather get those numbers down by any means necessary.
white supremacists are using y'all to make things harder for us. They see this as a way of using the white supremacists to get rid of y'all.
I interrupted her far too much and I don't want her to be heard out of context. So I'm going to go back to about a minute and 50 seconds.
To Black America, not because they have falling susceptible to white supremacy. No, they see it as a tool to get y'all up out of here. The same way the white supremacists are using y'all to make things harder for us. They see this as a way of using the white supremacists to get rid of y'all. Okay, that's why they sound so mad. All right, FBA say, hey, I ain't saying y'all gotta go, but we gonna put us first down. Okay, so however you feel about
okay, so there are the moderates, and I I thought I was in that group, family. I thought I was in that group because I mean, I don't want to get rid of everybody. I don't want all the immigrants to go. I really don't. Um, yeah, I really don't. Um, but the ones who are anti-black, I want you up out of here. I don't care. And by anti-black, I don't mean anti-black. I mean anti-FBA.
about it is how you feel about it. We gonna put us first. Salons are more like not so political. They have an understanding, but they're not necessarily for or against Black immigrants. They're just solely focused on cultural preservation and us having an understanding of who we are and recognizing all the nuances and all the different parts that make us us. These people over here wholeheartedly believe in their indigeneity, have begun to put the indigeneity first, and begin to see that as our best political strategy as of right now, so we can get reparations. Now, that also means that there are some Black immigrants, as you can see here, who are for reparations for Black Americans, and they understand they are not owed reparations by the USA.
These are the immigrants I want to stay. Okay. These are the people who get it, who honor and respect our people. Let me tell you, I've been to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Zanzibar, Yemen, the United Arab Emirates. I've been to Saudi Arabia, Cape Town, South Africa. I've been to Amsterdam, London, and I've never set foot on somebody else's dirt, somebody else's land, and disrespected the natives and disrespected the locals and disrespected the people indigenous and native to that land. I've never done it. Even when people talk trash to me when I was in Qatar about the Qataris and how they do this and they do that, and their kids are always scoring the lowest in class because they're so wealthy and they don't raise their kids. Even when people put it to me like that, I still would not budge because it is bad manners. It is disrespectful. I was a long way from home. Why am I going to drag you in your land? I didn't go to Kenya and drag the Kikuyu and the Luyo. I went with respect to the Mau Mau. I went educating myself and getting the history on those people. I went humble. But you come over here with your noses in the air at Indigenous Black Americans, and I don't want none of that. I can't have none of that. So if you can, for a moment, I want you to get in the comment section, and you can just watch the rest of the video, pause it here, whatever. But let me know where you fall on the spectrum or where you think you fall on the spectrum, honey, because I sure thought I was a moderate. But according to our brilliant sister's breakdown, and I would love to pick her brain, what a smart, intelligent woman. Um, I thought I was going to be in the middle. I mean, I feel like I qualify as all of this. But let me know where you're at. Oh, jeez.
But they want to be a part of helping to make sure they're allies, making sure we get what is owed to us. Pan-Africans also believe in reparations. The people who don't care about reparations, The tethers, the people who get on here and say we ain't got no culture, who get on here and say we need to get over slavery and all of that, because again, they only care about the socioeconomic advantages. And if Black people were to tip the scale too much, then those people may lose the advantages that they get by cosplaying Black Americans. Okay, they lean more to the out of Africa theory and that we came out of Africa, only that this is our origin. What these people over here understand is our origins have three different ways. Number one, there was Pangea. Black people were already here in America. And if you don't believe that, why they made the Flintstones? Tell me why they got a cartoon showing the dinosaurs and people. So when it was Pangea, people was already here. Then everything split. Them people didn't go away. They didn't go away. We just don't acknowledge it. They were still here. Then you got the people that came from Africa, the second wave, like during Mansa Musa's time, came over to the Americas, explored over here. Then the third wave of Africans that came over to the Americas is what came out of the transatlantic slave ship. Okay, so three waves. All right, three different ways. That's where we come from. So that's why our indigeneity is the most important thing, to us, because it's like, so these people over here call these people over here pretendians. Now that we know who's who, let's talk about what's what. Baby, you in America. And when in America, do as Americans. Where y'all get us fucked up at is trying to conflate us with white American behavior in order to take advantage of us, take advantage of our kindness. Right. We got more in common with Haitians in Haiti than we do Haitians in America. We have more in common with Nigeria.
Trying to guilt us out of our grievances against them. Like, no.
Nigerians in Nigeria than we do Nigerians in America. Because y'all get over here and get brand new. Y'all want to act like it wasn't us that pushed through the 1964 Immigration Act so that your ancestors could even be here and benefit off the back of our ancestors.
And can I just add to that? I've spoken at length on my channel about how I belong to the legacy of the University of Washington Seattle campus, BSU. And one of the things that my Black student union did, they ensured that there were a number of Native American students recruited to the University of Washington, a number of Mexican American students recruited to the University of Washington, along with Indigenous Black American students and other groups. They cared. And it wasn't just about themselves. And when I say they took over Gerberding Hall with and armed themselves and locked down that building and were not playing any games, all of that history is searchable, researchable. Like, took care of everybody under the banner. Like Panthers, presidents of their local Black student union chapters, whatever, just got together and took care of all of the POCs. And we're tired of you because you do not return that sentiment. And we've lost too many people struggling for me and you. And now, just like you have been all this time, we are concerned with ourselves.
Imagine us going to Haiti and saying, hey, y'all got to consider us. Us going to Nigeria and saying, hey, y'all got to consider us. That's what white Americans do in Haiti. That's what white Americans do in Nigeria. We don't do that.
We don't do that.
We go to other countries. We know our place.
That's facts.
We know our place. But y'all come here, y'all don't know y'all place no more. Y'all try to compete with us and try to act like, you're not benefiting from your proximity to us. You didn't just come over here, fight, and and then with all that you got to say to us, we looking at your countries like, okay, so you saying all this about us and you doing well here, why you can't now go back to where you came from and do well over there? That's how y'all created the extremists. See, it was just FBA, but now y'all made it. Y'all pushed people to the extreme. People got pushed to the extreme. They got tired of defending y'all.
I am a former Pan-Africanist, and I could really just leave it there. That's how I ended up all over Africa. I am the result of what happened to Pan-Africanists, where we care about these people so much that we go to Africa, we go to their orphanages, we big them up, we help them at our universities, we make sure I've done homework for people and all kind of essays and things that I probably should not have done just because I was a Pan-Africanist and a we all Black ass B. And I mean, the way that thing came back to bite me in the butt, it still hurts. So it's not some kind of xenophobia. I am informed by my on the ground, boots on the ground, grassroots experiences as a Pan Africanist. And I'm like, nah, if anything radicalized me, it was y'all. It was living among you, being in your communities and in your homes and your places of worship, your community centers, your it was being with you. It was the hatred that you returned my love with, which was unconditional at the time, or so I thought. And this is how you get somebody like me who went hard in the paint for Africa to the point where thousands of dollars, money I can never get back, ha, straight into the continent. That you have somebody like me who has their back 180 degrees turned on you. Now, it's not like some kind of anti African hatred. Oh, I hope you all perish. Like, I don't love Ibrahim Traore. I hope more men like him pop out of Africa. I'm always happy to hear him doing well, but I'm just like, y'all could y'all could save the pandering now. Don't act like it was ever love. It wasn't. Don't act like it was ever like there was ever unity. There never was. There never was. Indigenous Black Americans were walking around in kufis and dashikis with big Africa medallions. It was an unrequited love. And it is from that heartbreak that people just, that you move on, like a person out of a bad relationship. You did what you did, and now you want to come home. Like Christina, Christina's gone.
Tired of trying to keep the peace, trying to remain neutral when you're steadily being disrespected. Your people are steadily being disrespected for literally unwanted reasons. Like that whole Miles Morales crap right now with the whole Spider-Man thing. It's like, interesting. So Afro Latinos get to play Black Americans, but now y'all want to have a problem with a Black American playing a Black Latino. Okay, cool. This is what we be talking about. It's like we can't win. You know what I'm saying? So I made a chart. Hopefully, anybody who's confused about what is going on in Black American politics, especially being that this is an election year. So, guys, please make sure that you are registered, okay, to vote, because this is very important. The midterms are just around the corner. I know it's February, but you know it's going to come soon. This is what's going on and what's happening right now.